Hello everybody, Tahoe Yak Fisher here. We're finally having a brief intermission in the snowstorms, and I thought I would do a quick video on some upgrades I have made to my fishing kayak. Now hopefully you guys are following my channel and recognize this kayak. This is my Wilderness Systems Ride 115 that I have set up for trolling on Lake Tahoe. It's got a 30-pound thrust Minn Kota trolling motor, and so the upgrade that I have just made, one of the upgrades that I have just made, is I just purchased the Promax Seat, which is a drop-in replacement for this particular kayak. Pretty neat seat, reclinable, very heavy duty, and if you haven't seen it before, it swings on this pivoting hardware here and has a high and a low position that is very easy to adjust from the seat via these handles right here. And pretty sure I can even demonstrate one-handed. We can swing down here, and that's the low position, and then just as easy we can swing it up like that and we're up in the high position. And I troll off of my milk crate quite a bit using this rod holder, and I think that this high position is going to make the rod much easier to reach when a fish takes off and it's under tension. So really looking forward to trying this seat out. It's pretty neat, pretty heavy duty, and I know it's going to be a lot more comfortable than what the boat came with. Now, the second recent upgrade I have made is in regards to the fish finder. Now, since I set this kayak up, I have had the transducer glued into the hull, and I have torn it out, and I purchased one of these YakAttack Switchblade transducer mounts, and it's stowed right here, and I'm hoping I'm going to be able to reach it from the seat and obviously pivot it down and put it in the water when and where I want it. And we're going to get the transducer in the water so I can have a little bit more accurate readings and the down scan imaging that this comes with and stuff like that. I want to give it a try. So the YakAttack Switchblade, now the lower portion, the portion that's actually in the water, is hydrodynamic. It's kind of wing shaped with the cord zip tied to the leading edge here, so it's supposed to be more quiet in the water, and we'll see how that goes. But that comes up to the mount right here, and it is a track mount, and YakAttack actually sells a gearhead type accessory that can replace this wing nut, and you can put a rod holder on this mount as well. I've got rod holders pretty heavy duty set up the way I want them. I just needed the transducer in the water, so it pivots here, rotates here, so you can line up the transducer how you want it. And it actually came with a third section for between here and here, so you could get it further into the water if you're going from a higher gunnel. I only needed these two sections to get it into the water where I can reach it from the seat. The idea is I'll be able to swing it up out of the water when I'm in shallow water or when I'm not using the fish finder. Now, also it pivots quite nicely in this direction and stows pretty well right there. If I'm underway or going to be cruising for a while, I can put it right there, and that's out of the way of the foot pedals and out of everything's way for that matter. But when we're fishing, we're going to have it down in the water like so, and then the wire comes up right here, and I'm going to show you what I did here to keep it in the track. I wanted to tack the wire down somehow, but it obviously needs to be movable and removable. So this is a piece of black silicone air hose, like for a fish tank, and I just put a couple of small zip ties right there, not very tight, and that wedges in there with the cord, and keeps the cord in this track. So right there, you just drop the track in, drop the cord, the cable into the track, and then shove the air line in there with it, and the air line wedges it in place so that it stays put. And then that goes back right here to a through hull wiring plug from Hobie. I ordered this on Amazon. It actually came with two, so I can kind of show you how it works. We've got this plug right here. It's got a little notch taken out of it, and comes with a bunch of rubber grommets that fill that notch with from 0 holes to small to 2, and you choose the appropriate grommet you want. In this case, I just needed this one cable to pop through there, and it goes into the hull. Now these transducer cables are always super long, like 10 or 15 feet or something, so it's all wound up and tied to the scupper hole inside the hull there, and then comes out here at my fish finder, depth finder. Now the in-hull glue kit that I had before did fine for depth, but this, getting the transducer in the water, is supposed to greatly improve the downscan imaging, and you know, I want to see how that works. I also want the option of using a higher end fish finder at some point. So I wanted to get the fish finder in the water, the transducer in the water. I needed a way to do that. This looked like a pretty efficient way to do that, and I wanted to show it to you guys. Now we're going to get it on the water, test it out, and I will do an actual review of the product at that time. But for now, I just wanted to show you the installation, the through hull wiring kit, that sort of thing, and I wanted to show off my new seat. So now it's going to start snowing again literally tonight and for another week or so, but as soon as it is safe to get in the water, we are going to get in the water. And so there's videos coming very soon, you guys, of me putting fish in the boat. Hey, thanks very much for watching. Please ask any questions. I'll answer them as quick as I can. Tight lines, Yak Fisher out.